Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a post-match breakdown of Arsenal versus Brighton. I've not done this in a while, and I just had a lot of thoughts after the game. Considering the game was 90 minutes but felt like an eternity, I obviously came up with a lot of thoughts of my own. They're written in pointers here. Don't worry, I'm going to explain each and every one of them, which I need to. So yeah, let's get started. First of all, 1-0, clean sheet. Let's get into the pros. We are an Arsenal fan at the end of the day. Yeah, we are an Arsenal fan at the end of the day. Don't forget. Just because we played shit doesn't mean I don't love the club. I fucking love the club, bro. I'll be the happiest when we win a trophy. Whichever trophy it is, we'll be happy. But the pros are, as one says, 3 points. There's no doubt about it that at the end of the day, when you're in a Premier League title race, the most important thing, and I'm saying this as an Arsenal fan, the most important thing is 3 points. You can take the ball, give me the 3 points. First win the league, then create your identity. I don't care. We've been playing beautiful, fantastic football for the last 20 years. It's been amazing. It's been fluid. It's resulted to almost nothing. A few FA Cups, a few community shields, and nothing that would, set Arsenal apart as like a club. And like as all the fans think we're that good. It's not given us that pleasure of a major trophy, this fluid football, because we've always compromised our defensive this thing. We get countered constantly when we're playing fluid football, etc. We were beaten by Chelsea when fucking Didier Drogba used to be there. We used to get fucking whooped by them. They were just so much physical than us. They were just so much more physical than us. हमारी वाट लग जाती थी, bro. We used to fucking lose out games like that. Now we're not doing that. Now we're not losing out games in a silly manner. Of course we can. Our players do show that capability. But at the same time, our games are much more controlled. Like, you can predict an Arsenal game now compared to, 5 years before when we were during in COVID times. We genuinely couldn't predict Arsenal games. Like, we wouldn't know if we'll lose to West Ham, Fulham, Wolves. Wolves used to fucking whoop our ass, bro. They still do. But the point being is, it's much more stable source of getting 3 points, which is something I don't know, bro. It's 3 points at the end of the day. Shout out to David Raya because he's the cover here. This guy's performance has been saving us so many times. And last time also against Brighton, it's just he's so good. He's so good. Apart from that one pass in the start that he fucked up, I don't know if you guys saw. He could have cost us a goal there. Apart from that, he was pretty good. Moving on to the cons. It's never good when you sit at 1 a.m., you sit at 8 p.m. to watch your football team play for 90 minutes. You're excited, you're looking forward to it for like 3-4 days, only for them to have one shot on target. That one shot on target was deflected. It was the only goal we had. What the fuck is that, guys? This is not a sustainable way of playing football. You have to understand, if that one shot on target doesn't go in, okay, we try to play attack more, fine. We got one goal. Why are we sitting back and happy with that goal? Why were we afraid of a Brighton that has been, very honestly speaking, very inconsistent this year? This is not the strongest Brighton side we've faced. We've faced much stronger Brighton sides. This Brighton side isn't even fighting for anything. It's just fighting in the middle of the table. It's just taking points. And I just don't get it. We could have done so much more. Why aren't we going out and setting a precedent of trying to score 3 to 4 goals? Like, if you have one shot on target, it means you can max to max score one goal. And if a mistake happens, khuda na khasta, kuch bhi hota hai, bro. At the end of the day, you're screwed, right? It's 1-1. We've seen this against Wolves when we scored 2 goals and sat back. And I don't know if you guys remember now, early title races in 2022 and 2023. We used to be 2-0 up for 3-4 games consecutive. I remember Liverpool, West Ham, was it Southampton? I'm not sure. We went 2-0 up and then we bottled it. Why are we doing this? Why are we sitting back and just making sure that hum to nahi jaan denge? Why are we Atleticoing the league? I'm not a big fan of that, but at the end of the day, one shot on target, 3 points, it's fine. It's a game at the end of the day. It's fine. Coming back to the pros, peak shithousery. Now, the reason why I'm not so upset with this style of football, especially against Brighton, is because Brighton's manager didn't like it. And Mikel Arteta doubled down. Oh, you fucking don't like we waste time? We're gonna waste more time. We did it. We fucking came to their pitch. We wasted more time. We took a minute every corner. We took a minute every fucking throw in. Our keeper went down thrice. It was peak shithousery. I loved it. At the end of the day, you have to be a hater, bro. Why, as a club, are Arsenal choosing to beef with Brighton? I don't know. Arteta was just feeling like, हाँ ठीक है भाई. You think I waste time? Fuck you. I'll waste more time with you. Let's see what the officials do. The officials didn't do anything. Luckily, we were just there. And at the end of the day, every football club is out there to get it. Now, more than that, more than just shithousery, I think this tactic works on a mental level as well. We had already agitated the crowd in Brighton, the players in Brighton, the manager, everyone was rattled. They weren't able to put up their best performance because they weren't composed. We were like, we fucking rage baited them, bro. We went to their field and we rage baited them. That's why it worked. That's why I think specifically for that game, if you keep a low block and you just like, okay, we're fucking gonna waste time because the manager doesn't like it. Let's see if they can break us down. And obviously, Jorginho, Rutter, and Danny Welbeck is not gonna break us. But at the same point, you have to understand, we were relying too much on a one goal lead. I don't think Arsenal understand their biggest enemy is Arsenal itself. Most of our goals that have happened, that have come to us, like we've conceded throughout the season, are our mistakes. Our mistakes can happen against Wolves, they can happen against Leeds, they can happen against United, they can happen against City, they can happen against Liverpool. Your mistakes don't decide which game they happen in. So a one goal cushion is just simply not enough. I don't want to fucking see this game again where we just eke out a 1-0. Because I know maybe if it's like a City, at Etihad, we fight a 1-0 and we fucking shithouse it, fair enough, bro. We wanted the 3 points. You can call us the most haram football, whatever you guys want to say, it's fine. But Brighton, these are the fixtures we need to show we're fucking league leaders, bro. I don't agree with what Paul Scholes said, where there shouldn't be a trophy handed out this season, because fuck him, I don't know what he's doing, bro. He's just said some shit. But at the same point, I do understand the world's perspective of how we're not playing like champions. We're playing like survivors. That's something. See, there are two kinds of people. You can be a champion or you can be a survivor. Both can win the Premier League title. You've seen it with Jose Mourinho. You've seen it with Pep Guardiola. You've seen it with Jurgen Klopp. You've seen it with Antonio Conte. Both sides have their heroes and villains. That's fine. You get the title. I guess Arteta has been stuck in two minds where he's been like, okay, I want to be the villain and I want to be the hero. And he's not getting the balance and he's leaning towards a villain now. And he's just like, fuck it, I'll take it. He's Jose Mourinho in the league, and it's fine, bro. I'll take one league at least like this. At the end of the day, 20 years later down the line, people aren't going to remember that, oh, Arsenal won a trophy playing like this. They'll remember Arsenal won the trophy. They were competing, bro. Kids right now are in school, happy to support Arsenal. We've not had the same feeling. We've not had the same feeling. We've gotten bullied too much. We still get bullied because people know of past Arsenal and the bottlers thing. These kids get bullied, oh, you're competing and all. Fuck that, bro. I'd much rather have that. But point being, that one goal is never gonna be enough. I'm telling you, we can't keep on risking this thing, bro. We as fans can't sit for 90 minutes shit scared that we're gonna concede. That's not the football that you should play on a regular basis. On some games you do it to win titles, I get it, but we're relying on it too much. There are so many games that are settled by a goal, or like we're fucking marginally just making it. And I know the league's competitive, but it's not like we don't have the quality. We do have the quality. It's just that there's still a fear of like constraining and managing football. Like Mikel Arteta is literally almost constructing every play. I don't think anything's happening. And where it's not like, okay, Arteta said we can do this, or it's everything is just so planned. And that element of surprise is something we're lacking. An element of surprise is the games that fucking loses you games like United, bro. United had 3 goals. We can't score those 3 goals that United score against us because we don't take shots like that. We don't fucking try like that. That's something I'm concerned about. And that's something I think we should really work on. And, fucking express yourself more, bro. So what, we concede a goal. What are we going to do with these clean sheets, bro? What are we going to do with these 1-0s? Let's get a 5-3 win, bro. Come on, bro. That's fucking football. But yeah, on a positive note again, defense is taken care of mostly. I think Incapi and Mosquera are doing great. And when Calafiori is also called upon, he's not bad. He's pretty fucking good as well. So I think defensively we are in a place where our team is sustainable for a solid decade at this point if we keep these players. I don't see Gabriel declining for another 6-7 years. And then I don't see Saliba. Saliba might want to leave. These guys might want to leave. But if these guys stay, we have Mosquera. Like, I feel like, there's going to be a day where Saliba is going to be like, okay, I've done everything with Arsenal. I want to go to Madrid or Barcelona. A lot of players are going to do that. By that time, we should have people that replace them. Because, how like in corporates, there's systems that work. We're getting that system in set that even if we lose a player, we're going to build the player around that system that we need at that position. And Mosquera and Nkapi get through them. They have a little bit differences. Mosquera is not exactly as the calmest on the ball still, but he's growing, bro. He's learning. Even when Saliba came, we sent him back for loan on Saint at the end. We needed that development, and we're doing that. So I'm not scared for the defense at all. I think we're doing great in the defensive area overall, and it just shows in games like Brighton. Well, we were fucking like, "Aajo bhai, tod ke dekha do. Fucking break us down." I don't think Brighton had that. I fucking don't believe Barcelona can break us down if we sit like that 10 men down, bro. If we sit like that in that fucking deep this thing, I just don't see it, bro. So yeah, that's a good positive again. I'm happy for the defense. This is something I'm concerned about. On the one hand, our goals are being spread out throughout the team, which is good. It's fucking great, you know. You can really almost sustain this kind of competition considering that every player is almost getting a chance at goal. So it's not like if someone gets injured or someone gets injured, we're screwed. Like, oh, who else scores? It's a good thing. It's something City used to do back in the day when they didn't have, you know, where they reached a point where Aguero was on his decline and they didn't have a Haaland. And they used to play Jesus, Sterling. They used to just fucking put whoever's on top. Kevin De Bruyne was playing. Kevin De Bruyne was playing top and sometimes. And yeah, I just think like we're at that stage. But as we're not creating that much, like, you know, that City side was creating 15-20 chances for each of these players to score, like, you know, throughout the season. As we're not doing that, our goal tally has been, apart from like Victor Gyökeres, 10 goals, 5 goals, 6 goals, 5 goals. So this is like 10 games away from the season, and I just don't see this. You know, I feel like this is what makes football boring for us, because our attackers aren't our superstars. It's our defense, it's our midfield. Our attackers are just there. Like, as much as I love Saka, bro, he's not hitting 20 GA this season, bro. And 20 GA for a winger to be world class, like to be even entering world class conversations right now, week in, week out, or like per year, he needs to be getting those numbers. And I don't know, these guys aren't doing it. Maybe because, like, you know, Tuchel says to Saka, shoot more. Fucking Arteta is also probably saying shoot more. But I don't know, it's the space that these guys aren't creating. The way we set up, the way we build up so slowly, I don't think our attackers get the best chances. Every Victor Gyökeres goal that has been good has come on a counter. Against Spurs, against Atletico, against whoever it is. If he's played well, you have to play quicker. I think that's something that'll probably fix our attackers. But at the end, I'm still not happy with the left wing. I think Trossard's a good backup. Like, I would bring him on the bench at 60th minute. I think he can make something happen. But I'm just not sold on the Martinelli thing now anymore. I genuinely think we need a left wing this summer to replace, you know, that goal scoring this thing. Okay, Victor Gyökeres is someone I'm like still on, like, you know, I'm still not seeing him perform against teams that like hold Arsenal back. Like, if it's not like, I think Victor Gyökeres scores in games where every Arsenal player will score. And if no one's scoring, Victor Gyökeres won't score. It's like, I know it sounds stupid, but at the same time, he's not like a difference maker or a game changer striker yet, at least. It's his first season, so I'm going to be late. But yeah, I feel like that's something we need to work on. And Eze as well. I don't think he's getting the freedom to express himself. I don't think he's getting the ball enough. I don't think we're playing in a way that supports him best. Arteta says, now I know how to use him best. And he's just not done fuck all against Chelsea or, you know, Brighton. That Spurs game, it was a fucking worst first side since like last year, bro. I'm telling you, it's not that big of a deal. So I'm still not like, you know, I don't think Arteta. It's like the same problem that, you know, I keep going to Pep Guardiola's comparisons because like that's how fucking, you know, Arteta is also coming from that side, right? You look at Pep Guardiola and Grealish. I feel like, you know, one season Grealish just cracked when they won the treble, but after that, I don't think Pep had like the right way to play Grealish or get the best, you know, out of Grealish. And I feel like Arteta is also heading that way with Eze. So that's something I think we need to look at because we have gotten him in and we're trusting him over Odegaard. I know Odegaard's injured, but like I think now Arsenal's also kind of leaning towards Eze project more than Odegaard project. So we need to figure that out. But yeah, I think the attackers problem is something we need to keep looking into. Then we have the biggest plus point. We are fucking 7 points clear. I say it with chest, we're 7 points clear. None of that game in hand bullshit. City had a game in hand, they should have been 2 points up. They should have been 2 points behind us. They drew to Nottingham Forest. So those 7 points in hand, that we have the 7 points we clear we are, it's true. They have a game in hand to make it 4, but it's 7 till then. So that's something I'm glad about. I was fucking looking at the score and I'm so glad Nottingham Forest equalized twice. This really puts the pressure off us because, you know, now it's literally in our hands. Apart from the City game also, is just to get a result every game. Grind it out, do whatever you can, just win the title. And I feel like this is going to be a huge blow to City's momentum because it's not 3 years ago. They're not thinking, yo, we can still catch up 7. Well, they're like, what the fuck did we do yesterday? We should have fucking won. They're still in that phase where I think there are going to be a few draws that they might drop, considering they're playing Real Madrid as well. They should go through against Real Madrid in the UCL, but their fixtures are looking a bit tight. And I think, you know, apart from like Semenyo, no one's been properly playing for them. Rodri's stepping up here and there. Haaland has been in decline since 2026, ever since he's done that Sidemen video. But yeah, I feel like we're almost there, guys. I was less confident about the league back then, but in these 3 weeks, seeing City and the 7 points clear, it really does help me sleep at night, considering it's 8 games. And I think we got this. I genuinely think we got this. But at the same time, we need to fucking figure this shit out as soon as possible. This is not it, brother. We are struggling, bro. I know the Brighton game's a bad example, but even against Chelsea, what are we doing? How? What's the issue? Why can't we be more expressive? Why can't we be a bit more creative? But bro, like I really like that Zubimendi goal that he fucking struck it. I think it was Nottingham Forest. No, it wasn't Nottingham Forest. It was someone. Recently, Zubimendi scored like a very grass cutter shot near post to the keeper, and he caught him off guard because he fucking took a shot. Take shots, guys. Take fucking shots. Do something. We really, really are reaching a stage where we might fucking win the league, but we'll have a less goal difference than the next three teams. I think United is going to catch up to us if we keep playing like 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. So we really need to work on this. We really need to get Havertz involved. I think he's someone that I would like to see him camp right behind Gyökeres. I think they keep replacing Gyökeres and Havertz, where I feel like if Havertz and Gyökeres play together, it's the best way to get out of Havertz and Gyökeres, considering Havertz has always been a second striker. He's never been a pure out-and-out striker. And Gyökeres is an out-and-out striker. He just knows how to fucking shoot and run, somewhat. So when he gets those passes from Havertz, because Havertz is always looking for him, and when Gyökeres is like the decoy run for Havertz, vice versa, we're creating a lot of confusion in the middle. You know how, like, I'm not saying that none of them are either like Henry or Bergkamp. Don't get me wrong. But that connection and that partnership up top is something that could be useful. Because our midfield then stays sustained. We can play a 4-4-2. Why not fucking go for that? I think it worked when he was playing and now Havertz is back. Hopefully that works. But yeah, I'm genuinely scared for the open goal this thing. We're relying on set pieces, which is like, okay, we get some games. I feel this is the best chance Arsenal have of actually getting a treble. Considering the groups, the side that we've been assigned in the UCL, I genuinely feel apart from Barcelona, we shouldn't be getting trouble from any other side. Obviously, it's going to be a tight game, but like ideally on paper, we should win those games apart from Barcelona. That's something that will go down. It can go either or way. But I'm like confident in our defense. I don't see that happening if we can't fucking create open play goals. Yes, we do create them in the Champions League. There's no denying we fucking played amazingly in the Champions League. We've scored as much as we can. But we're not playing Champions League for a while now. We're just doing Premier League and local games till then. For that 1 month, if we don't fucking sort this open play problem, we're not going to come back in the form that we were in the Champions League when we left the group stage. Because those 8 games were like week in, week out or something. It was like active. You can't expect a player to come back after 1.5 months of not creating open play goals and then start playing like a rocket. So we need to really start working on that from the next game itself. And other than that, I think, yeah, it's 3 points. It's not that deep. It's a 20-minute breakdown for a game that like was worse than this. I think the game was less entertaining in this presentation, but it's 3 points, and I'm happy. And I'll take that every day of the week till we win the league, at least for this year. After next year, I think if we win the league title by playing shithouse football like this and corners are free, it's fine. Next year, it can't be the same. I can't see this for 2 years in a row. I don't want a second title winning like this. The first one, I'll take. Like, I'm desperate. I'm telling you on like this thing, we deserve a title. We have been owed a title for the last 3 years of coming second. So we might as well take. But from next year, I think we need to figure out this open play problem. And I think we need to make some harsh decisions. I think Arsenal are a team that's going to win the league because of its balance, its fucking chemistry, its energy, everything that makes a team and not a single superstar. But next year, if we have to start competing and knowing this, we need to get some humble superstars, bro. We need to get some humble superstars, bro. And I think that's going to help Arsenal for next season. That's one from my side, guys. Thank you. Like, share, and subscribe if you're an Arsenal fan. If you're not, if you like my breakdown, let me know. If you don't like it, don't let me know. Thank you.